Stock market hates uncertainty. One can say when it's certain, 100%, maybe never, but when it's something gonna happen, people talk about, and it's becoming more uncertain. We don't know that happens, or there is a systemic risk, or there is inflation risk. Market reacts very sensitively and corrects. Maybe even that becomes a recession. But the thing is, when systemic risk, like in 2008 and 2009 happened, the market correct hugely, and it had a reason. And right now inflation plays a big role when there's a huge volatility. Sometimes comes good information out of the news, and sometimes bad information. Some people say trend is down, inflation. Some people say no, it's becoming, maybe it stays longer than most of the people expect. So when this uncertainty happens and the inflation risk is big and even inflation is high, the market correct, and the market hates inflation, and market hates systemic risk. We can say that problem is when inflation rises and it's quite high. Some companies can transfer this price increase to customers because it does not have competitive advantage. Its products are very sensitive, so they can't increase price of the product or service, so their margins depress, companies margin, because of that their margins depress, and actually profitability falls. So that's a big risk. And when there is inflation is high, also other example I bring, very small companies, unprofitable companies, close companies correct quite big, because they use quite a big portion of their capital debt to grow for growing reasons. And when inflation is high, banks interest rates becomes high because Fed increases interest rates. Their profit as well, expectation of profit fails because high interest expense. Or sometimes maybe becomes difficult to borrow because of these problems. And companies' profitability became challenged for different circumstances. That's other thing. And generally, for most of the companies, inflation is bad because Fed raises interest rate because to fight inflation, and when inflation is high and the interest rates becomes higher, actually value of the companies fell generally because denominator is high than numerator, and that's becomes problem. Value becomes lower. So this inflation is most let's say very unfriendly thing is inflation for investors and systemic risk. This debt and inflation. It's main reason for most of the time main reason for huge corrections and recessions. Right now it's quite high. Inflation is Fed fighting it. Some say they're gonna stop raising interest rates, but some say no raising it. Market is quite volatile and doesn't understand what to do. It's very uncertain. Okay, thank you.